So this is the start of my 1500th day running in a row. I thought I'd list a few of the lessons I've learned along the way running every day for what's a little over 4 years now. If you're looking to get a running streak of your own, it really helps to set a minimum that you're comfortable with. So personally, I've run at least 2 kilometers every day, and I felt that was always a distance I could safely do. There was one day with the chest infection post-COVID, I did just the 1 mile. That was my extra safe backup distance if I wasn't up for a full run. So at least having a recovery run available of just 2k in a day made me always feel I could do a run to keep the streak going. You're not going to stay motivated 1500 days straight. What you will have to do is set up a routine and a discipline to be able to run every day for 1500 days, or whichever length of time you're aiming for. Routine's a lot easier to keep than sheer motivation. It really helps to mix things up. So today I'm out on a trail, sometimes I'm in the hills, on the flat, running a long run or a short run, and mixing it up just really keeps it interesting. It makes running every day much more manageable than doing the same thing every day. Running every day, it's a great excuse to discover places in your own backyard, and when you're visiting other places, to explore and build some great memories when you go travelling. Sometimes you get to go to really beautiful spots like this. I did start my running streak with a rather niggly Achilles injury I carried for a couple of years. Just gently running through that, listening to my body. About 3 or 4 months into my running streak, that faded away, and you learn to listen to your body and work within the limits of what you can do. But yes, you can definitely run every day if you know when to take it easy. You will go through a lot of laundry if you run every day, so it pays to have a good rotation of spare shorts and shirts, and just be prepared for that extra load of washing. It took me 3 years to get the confidence to actually run a half marathon in my streak, for fear of breaking the streak. But I finally built up to the point I was brave enough to run my first 50k ultra about a month ago, and just safely run a gentle 2k the next day in my recovery. So you can still fit in the bigger runs while maintaining a streak. Can be really helpful to have a good quality headlamp, so you can run evenings in winter or early mornings. That makes it easier to fit your streak around work and general life. You'll very likely find not as many people are as into running as you are, and that's perfectly fine. Don't let their reasons for not liking running bother you. But again, they also don't need to hear everything about your runs. Sometimes the running is a personal thing. You might even find you have the odd bad month or bad year. I've had several months where I, for various reasons, was only able to run my minimum distance every day. But running that minimum helped me keep a baseline fitness and the motivation of holding on to that streak stopped me from losing all of that conditioning and progress. A good pair of headphones can be a real asset, and it's nice to mix it up with music, podcasts, audiobooks and the likes, but also sometimes just to run without music, because you never know when you'll be caught out without your headphones. I found even running every day certainly can pack on an extra 20 kilos in a year if your diet's not under control. So sadly it is true what they say, you can't outrun a bad diet. Conversely, I have found you can lose just as much in a year if you take a bit of care and pay attention, and losing that weight definitely can make the running that much easier. Running certainly can be fantastic for your mental health. It's definitely helped me process and get through a lot over the last 4 and a bit years. I'd hate to think where I'd be without my daily runs. You want to find your own reason for your running if you're trying to do a big running streak, because you'll find a lot of people pretty quickly will start questioning why you're running every day and keep trying to give you an excuse to end your running streak. You'll probably find you run every day for a year or more, you're going to go through quite a few pairs of shoes. Things like saunas and plunge pools and supplements like magnesium and stuff like that certainly can help, but 90% of it is just getting out there and doing it. I personally do find it quite motivating looking at my stats from my GPS watch. You can just use your smartphone with GPS tracking. There are lots of apps that will do that. Running every day is required. I get a bit better at time management personally, making sure I can always fit it in my day. Also a big shout out to my family, because they have to be supportive to let you carve that bit of your day out. It doesn't have to be running, but doing something every day and maintaining a streak certainly gives you a sense of accomplishment and teaches you the power of consistency and helps you appreciate the scale of things you can do if you set your mind to them. So that's a pretty strong plus for attempting a streak in anything. For me, running's been a fantastic one. A lot of people will start thinking you're crazy when you cross your 100 days, 1,000 days, 1,500 days of running. They might be right. You can't go hard and push for the PB on every run. If you do that, you just burn out. But with consistency long term, you'll find those PBs, they come quite easy when you stretch the legs and really go for it. Having the goal of a race can certainly help give some direction, motivation to your training. Running really does get easier the more consistent you are. So what might seem a little bit daunting at first isn't as extreme as it sounds. So just take it easy and don't give up if you're trying to build that base level of fitness. I certainly didn't start in the best of shape, as much as I've got further to go. I'm definitely in the best shape I've been in the last 10 years now, following this 1500 days of running. Running can be meditation, excuse to space out, time to process things, or just to enjoy the space around you.